Prior to this flight, I had actually never been in a plane of this size, only commercial airliners headed to Florida, rather than this tiny plane headed to northern Maine. The estimated arrival time, if I were to have driven here myself, would have been 5 hours, and this flight cutting across the Gulf of Maine took only 2 hours, which saved me a bunch of time for this explore. Thank you, Akash. Thank you, Steven. Side of the house. It's in pretty bad condition, actually. Tile floor. Fake little plant there. As soon as you make it to the top of the stairs that then leads into the main living room and living space, you are met with a humming noise coming from the refrigerator, which I don't know how, but it has power. So this is what inside of the refrigerator looks like, and then the entire thing is just full of ice. I really don't understand how the power works in majority of this house when it's in this condition, but thankfully it does work. Now moving on into the main area of the house, which this would be the living room in an open concept home like this. You can definitely tell that people have been here and they have gone through some stuff, as there is jewelry boxes just kind of spilled out over the place, because, you know, people gotta make that money. I don't know what this is. It almost looks like a stump. Kind of a weird ornament to have in your house, but sure. And this would be, I believe, the kitchen area. Very nice windows over there. Now the craziest thing about this kitchen area, besides the amount of decay, you're not gonna believe this. I don't know how, but this works. It was very, very surprising to me that this turned on when I actually flicked the switch. To the right is actually the kitchen area that we just opened that refrigerator in, over there. Hopefully you can see it. So yeah, that's over there. I'm not sure why it's really walled off like this, but it is. It's definitely wild how much is left behind here. It really does appear that the owners simply got up and just walked away one day, or unfortunately also passed away. I don't know how, but the TV still works. I'm sure I'm missing stuff, but I don't want to sit here and just ramble at trash for an hour. So we are on to the next location. We are moving past the nasty refrigerator and the doorway down the hallway. And I do also want to show, surprisingly, the lights work here. It's pretty wild. I don't really know how they're still functional, but they are. This is the bathroom. Yeah, no, it's seen better days, if you would say that. Next, alright, on to this bedroom over here. I find this really cool. This actually works. Insane. Can't believe it. The rest is destroyed, but it has power. Someone's original graduation cap is still here sitting in the house. Absolutely crazy. Below that, there's actually pennies and coins, which is just wild. Like, what is money doing in here? It's definitely wild to me how all of the original paintings that were still put up are still in fact hanging on the walls. It really is neat to see. All of the original clothes from the owners are also still inside of this house, which is definitely wild because you can see the sheer amount of clothes that they just abandoned here. Now, moving from Grandma's room to the last room, on the top floor, we have a ton of stickers on this door, so you can definitely tell it was a kid's room at one point. Pretty wild to just be in here decaying. Even this thing down here, I bet you can't get that anymore. Definitely wild. There's even watches on the desk, which is pretty wild. More pennies over there. Out of the playroom, into the downstairs. Oh crap. Now that we have thankfully finished the upstairs, we are on to the downstairs. You will come down these stairs, and there is a room to the left, but it sadly does not have much in it. So pass right by that and go to the next room, which is this room. This room is definitely interesting. I had no idea that this was even here. It really is cool, the original state of just all the books, trophies, even the blind. Even more trophies over there on the wall. It really is something to see. I just wonder, like, how old is this chair? Like, this looks like it's been through the war. I feel like if I even touch it, it's just going to collapse. There's even a ball of ice on it. Here, you can have that back. On to the next room. The garage. So now we're stepping into the garage, which has two beautiful cars that are decaying absolutely perfect. Definitely a rare and beautiful sight to behold in front of you. With power included, both sides. Crazy. No real help from the outside world, which is just exactly what we want to see. I do feel bad doing this, but I do want to show all these little dots on this paint are actually filled with water. They literally explode. Sorry, Mercedes. This is absolutely a satisfying sight, though. This Mercedes just chilling, hanging out, taking in the view for 20 to 30 years here. Now, this car actually seems to have some sort of cover on the front of it, which is a pretty cool idea, but considering its condition, I don't think it's going to do much. Now heading to the back of the garage behind the Mercedes. I just absolutely love how these Mercedes wheels are just completely untouched, and they almost could be used again if they were to be gotten off of this car. It almost could get out of here with a serious restoration, which is definitely something to think about. This is absolutely crazy. And yeah, guys, that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video.